Hi, welcome to another edition of the Alan Rosenberg Show. I get the question all the time, how do you find such amazing deals? And the reality is, I'm always out there. I'm blessed on Long Island. There's a lot of record stores I go to, and I hit those record stores literally almost every week. It's my happy place. It's what makes me happy. I love the hunt. I very rarely buy at Amazon and stuff like that. I love the hunt. I love getting out there. I love talking to people. I like them to know me. I know them. We exchange views. They give me pointers. And the best thing is just going out there and finding stuff. And then you, my viewers, give me suggestions. So I have in my head, hey, and I'll find Ron Sexsmith or whatever, and then I'll buy them. So I always find deals. One of the great places I find deals, besides the record stores, and I mentioned the flea market's starting up. I'm going to hit that every week. I get incredible deals there. Thrift stores, estate sales. One of the places I go to that I love is record fairs. Now, I've been going to one that's in Massapequa, New York. I've been going to this record fair run by Fred. I've been going there for like 20 years. You talk about a dedicated consumer of a record show. Man, 20 years I'm going to this show. It's been in different locations, but it's been in this one for a long time. And this is what they call, and I'll show you, this is their brochure. If you're ever on Long Island or in these areas, you should go. Name of his company is called Too Soft LLC, and you could find it if you do a search, showsandexpos.com, or put in Massapequa Record Show, Long Island Music Lovers Fair. There it is. And this is 5 times a year. So today was March 16th, and I went today. But he does this show 5 times a year, and I don't miss it unless I'm away or dying. Now, he also does it in New Jersey. He's been trying to get me to go there for years. I don't do it because I'm not going to Jersey. And Westchester and some other ones he does as well. He is a great guy. So, for instance, I went there today. Here's a Tarrytown ad as well. So, he doesn't know I'm doing this. He deserves it, though. It's a great show. How many people are there? There's probably about 30 to 40 tables there. A lot of vinyl, and it runs the gamut. There's cheap vinyl. There's vinyl for $1 or $2, and you go through them. That's the ones I go through. But as you know, I'm not really a big vinyl guy. It's the CDs that I look for. And record shows are great for things beyond records. So if you want to buy CDs, there are CD people at most of these record shows, and they're giving them away. $1, $2, $3, and great stuff. You're going to see it. And because most people are there for vinyl. I'll also find 8-tracks. I'll find cassettes. I'll find books. There was a ton of music DVDs there today. So you got to get out there, and it's just fun. And if you go all the time, they know you, and you talk to people, and they hope you're going to buy from them. And they get to know what kind of buyer you are. There are people that are there to spend $100 on one vinyl album. You know, they want that first pressing, their grail. There are people looking for this, and there's people looking for that. And there's new vinyl there that would sell probably for $50, $60. You can get it there for like $30, sealed. I'm looking for the bargains and stuff that's unusual. That's the kind of buyer I am. So some tips for you. So I went there today, and I was hoping not to buy much. Why? Because you know the story. My backlog is close to 300 albums. And I really did good. I was getting into that backlog a bit. I stopped buying. But recently I got some gifts. So this is I call this the docket. I have my backlog, and then it moves from the backlog up to here, stuff that I'm going to listen to now. So this is what I'm currently listening to, and eventually these are going to graduate from backlog to catalog. But I went to the record fair hoping I wouldn't find stuff. You ever get into that mode? Well, I found some stuff. So let's see what I got today at the Massapequa Record Show. All archive type stuff. But I don't know if you ever seen this. These are cool collections. Little Feat. This is volume 1 of Raw Tomatoes. Now I have a similar one that's like this called Ripe Tomatoes. But these are all live stuff, unreleased stuff, buried from their vaults. And this is a 2 CD set that runs the gamut from the earliest stuff all the way to latter day stuff from Little Feat. I am a really big fan of Little Feat. Even I talk about that Latter Day stuff. It's really good. So take it out of the slipcase, and it looks like this. And they're doing a great job, Little Feat. You know, they created their own record label, and going into their archives with beautiful, thick booklets with lots of pages. And so I like these archive releases. I mean, these booklets are amazing. They really go into it, where this stuff comes from, song by song analysis, and these are just great. So he had one of the vendors had this one, and I bought a lot from this one guy. So if you go to a vendor and you buy a lot, you could really negotiate it. I'm not a great negotiator, but I'm the kind of negotiator because I have so much stuff. There's very little that I have to have. So I don't like negotiating, but I'll just say, listen, this is, you know, will you take this? That's what I'll pay, and I won't pay more typically. So we gang it all up, and we came up with a price. So he had this listed for $8. I did not pay $8. I'll show you in a minute. He also had this one. This is cool. This is Stage Fright by the band, marked $12. I never saw this version. Maybe you could help me out with this. This is a newer version, I guess. It's a double CD set, and if you know the album Stage Fright, and I have it, in fact, I have a digitally remastered version with bonus tracks, but not like this. They reconfigured the songs, and apparently this is the order that they wanted it to be, and it's got a bunch of bonus tracks, but that's the cool one right there. Live at the Royal Albert Hall, June of '71, and look at that set list. 20 songs on that one CD. So it was marked $12. It's got a huge, thick booklet, which I will show you. Let me show you. And this is a beautiful booklet, reconfiguring the songs and stuff like that. Oh, you know, a hype sticker just popped out. That was buried in this booklet. Let's see what the hype sticker says. 50th Anniversary Edition. Newly remixed and remastered, all new liner notes, unreleased original sequence by Robbie Robertson, bonus tracks, rare demos. There we go. Oh, you don't have to write me. There is your answer. So this is really, really cool. And that was marked $12, but I didn't pay $12 for that. I get this one from a different guy. I got this from a different guy. Check out this. I'm not a huge soundtrack guy. My son is a huge soundtrack guy, but I do like soundtracks. I never saw this before. Original motion picture soundtrack of This Is England. I thought this was an incredible movie. Frightening, but amazing. And this is a great soundtrack. I love they put dialogue in there with these great songs, specials, and upsetters, UK subs. This was an amazing movie. Percy Sledge, The Dark End of the Street. I love that. And this was marked $5. And no, I didn't pay $5. It's got a nice booklet. If you never saw this movie, man, the acting was incredible. Skinhead type of a movie. And unforgettable, really. And the music was great. So this is really cool. Got that. Then I got this one, Lucinda Williams' Passionate Kisses Plus. This is sort of a promo single. It's got 5 songs on it. Passionate Kisses is one of the great Lucinda Williams songs, but you got these 4 other tracks, and these are live. So it's like a promo of Passionate Kisses with some live tracks. I had never seen this promo before, and I totally dig these kind of things. This was $1. Unmarked was $1. And he also had Ron Sexsmith. Thanks to you guys recommending him. I'm becoming quite the Ron Sexsmith fan. This is an album, I guess, called Blue Boy. I've never seen this. I've never heard of it. And this was also in the dollar bin. So this was $1. And well, this was there too. I got this Olivia Newton-John, an album called Soul Kiss. You know, I'm an Olivia fan. I actually have this on vinyl, but I've yet to hear it. It's been in my backlog for close to 2 years, and it's supposed to be one of her worst albums, I guess. It's a fairly unsuccessful album. I've never actually seen it on CD. Believe it or not, Olivia Newton-John, a lot of her albums are really, really hard to find on CD. David Consley, That's a hot picture, my friend. I'll put that up there for you because I know you love Olivia almost as much as me. There is, this is the Soul Kiss CD. I've never seen this in my whole life. My gut is telling me this is pretty valuable. Yeah, this was $2. This was a $2 CD. What else did I get there? Check this out. You guys know the band Lindisfarne? I'm sure you know Lindisfarne, especially you people from across the pond. I had once a laser disc of Lindisfarne live. So I knew Lady Eleanor and the big one, Fog on the Time, oh mine, fire. I liked them. I had the Laserdisc. I don't have it anymore. That was my original run of Laserdiscs. But I never had any of their albums. Look what I found at the record show. This is the kind of stuff that's golden. Lindisfarne, the Charisma years, 1970 to 1973. Their first 5 albums, $24. I didn't pay $24. This is the back of it. This is like a fat case that holds 4 CDs in a really big book. So this has their first album. What is that? Nicely Out of Tune. Second album, Fog on the Time. You can see it's got a lot of bonus tracks, U.S. mixes. You got their third album, Dingley Dell. It's got a live album. I'm a huge live album fan. And then you got one called Roll on Ruby with bonus tracks. So this has got their first 5 albums, all on Famous Charisma. I am a huge fan of Famous Charisma. As you know, I love Genesis. That early Genesis was distributed on Famous Charisma in the United States. So you got 4 discs, looks like this. And then it opens up over here like that. So 4 discs, 5 albums, lots of bonus tracks, and a really nice booklet. Basically, all you would want from Lindisfarne in this one box. I have never seen this before. I was heeing and hawing on it. I was like, ugh, do I really? I got so much backlog. Am I ever going to even get to this thing? And I was heeing and hawing. And it was $24, which is a good price because when I was there, I pulled up Discogs and I can't find another copy less than like $75 or something like that here in the U.S. So I spoke to the guy and he ganged up all of these CDs, 24, 32, 44, 49. This was all like $50. He had it on there. And what did I pay on this? 15, 10, about $30. I got all of these for about $30. So pretty great deal. I think this was 15. This was 5. This was 10. This was 3, and the other ones were dollars. So, yeah, and that's not like a hardball negotiating, not really my style. He was like, you take this, I'll throw this in, and I'll throw this in, and I'll throw this in. And that's the fun part, you know. They want to get rid of stuff too, you know, especially if you're there at the record show towards the end. They want to get rid of stuff, and it's a record show, so most people are there to buy records. I'm there to buy CDs, mostly. So, yeah, I did really well. I think you would agree. And so definitely recommend going to, like, record shows. That's all I could say. You find really, really cool stuff. That was at the Massapequa Record Show. I also got 2 other things, which are kind of weird. So this is fun. This is a promo white label vinyl of the Knack, because you know I'm a huge Knack fan. And it says Side A, Art War, Side B, Africa, and Pay the Devil. This is from their Round Trip album. This is a promo of those songs. I'm going to tell you now, this is my recommendation for you. Do yourself a favor, do me a favor, do yourself a favor, and when you're done with me, go YouTube the song called Africa from the Knack. Now, it's not the Africa from Toto. That's a great song, too. This song is killer, Africa. You need to hear that. You'll be like, wow, I can't believe that's the Knack. That is an amazing track. It is. I also bought this. Why the hell did I buy this? I'm not 100% sure. I know why, because I bought it for the cover. Bachman Turner Overdrive, after Randy Bachman left, they did 2 albums. and this was one of them, called Rock and Roll Nights. And I always thought this was the greatest, amongst the greatest covers. If I had sexiest album videos, I did 2 already, this would be in there. That is such a great album cover. I don't know if this album is horrendous or not. I know Jim Valance produced it. But it's got Rob Bachman, Jim Clench, Blair Thornton, C.F. Turner. So Jim Clench kind of replaced Randy Bachman. I don't know if it's any good, but the cover's so great. And I paid, what did I pay? $1 each or $2 each for those on vinyl. So had to get those as well. After that, I left the record show and I crossed the street to Infinity Records in Massapequa, who I've talked about in the past. And lo and behold, they had $1 CD sale of jazz CDs. I got some great CDs for $1. I got this one, Herbie Hancock, River, the Joni Letters. I think this is the album that won the Grammy for Best Album of the Year. I'm a huge Joni Mitchell fan, and I like Herbie Hancock, my ever-growing jazz collection. This should be really cool. I am really excited to check this out. And yep, it was only $1. As was this one. This was called the Herbie Hancock, the New Standard. I am really starting to enjoy jazz, but I kind of like this commercial jazz sometimes too, where they do jazzy versions of popular songs. And this one's got Herbie Hancock, Michael Brecker, John Scofield, Dave Holland, Jack DeJohnette, and Don Elias, and they do popular songs. You can see that New York Minute, Norwegian Wood, just Love is Stranger Than Fry, Mercy Street. This should be really cool. And this was also $1. So I was excited to get that, another Herbie Hancock album. And then while I was there, I saw this one, Michael Brecker, The Nearness of You, the ballad book. And again, this is jazz doing, kind of like standard type tracks. And it's got Pat Metheny, Herbie Hancock, Michael Brecker. Similar lineup. It's got James Taylor singing on 2 tracks. So this is like that middle ground between jazz, hardcore jazz, and popular music, and I really like it. It's great. It was only $1. And then I found this at Infinity. Check this sucker out. So Paul McCartney, this is a bootleg. Bootleg on Straight Music Presents. This is either a bootleg or one of those gray market type things with a little Dutch. This is Wings in Concert, Amsterdam, August 20th, 1972. When McCartney played on the 72 tour for Wings, touring around Europe, he did professionally record with the Rolling Stones mobile 5 of the shows. This is one of them. And when it comes to McCartney, and I've openly said it, I loved the Wings period. I loved it. Wings Over America is one of my favorite live albums, one of my favorite albums. And I love Band on the Run, and I love Venus and Mars, and that whole period. Actually, this is I don't know what the hell this is. This is either a bootleg or a Japanese import, because it's got an obi. You McCartney Beatle fanatics, let me know what you know about this. So it doesn't look like a bootleg. It looks like a Japanese import, but it's certainly not officially released. It's got a Japanese card inside. So this was a really cool find, because it's McCartney and Wings live in 1972 with an early version of Wings. And check out the set list, man. This is what I want to hear live. I'm not criticizing McCartney. I have all of his albums. I have all the live records. I have zero interest in hearing McCartney, not only because of his voicemail. I don't want to hear him do Beatles stuff. I'd rather him do Wings and McCartney stuff. Look at that set list from Wildlife. This is really, really cool. The Mess. I don't know if that was used in Red Rose Speedway. So I'm really pumped to see that. And the price right there was $9.99. I've never seen this before. I'll never see it again. And it was only $10 for a double gray market Japanese import bootleg. I don't know exactly what the hell this album is, but it is what it is. And then on top of that, they threw in a whole bunch of stickers at the record fair. I got Oasis sticker and Zeppelin and Bowie and Dylan and Mod and Bachman Turner Overdrive and the King Biscuit Flower Hour and the Moody Blues. So I got all these little stickers that they gave to me for free. And that's why I love getting out there. So if you ever have record shows where you are, and even if you don't want to buy records, you could find great cheap deals there on stuff that's not records, including records. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this video. It is Sunday night. It is 8:30, but I'm not going to post this until tomorrow morning. So, but I'm filming it today. When you go to the record show, they give you like these. You pay. Oh, Fred charges $5 admission, if you're wondering. But if you're on the website, if you're on like the list, they email you. It only costs $3 to get in. That's a pretty good deal too. So there you have it. Let me know what you think. I hope you enjoyed this haul. Oh, it got cut off. There you go. There's Olivia. I hope you enjoyed this haul. And hope you had a great weekend. And I will see you next time on the Alan Rosenberg Show. And if you're new, hit subscribe. Let's help this little channel grow so more people can discover it. Alrighty, I'm done. I'll see you around.